Well, good morning and welcome to another episode of On the Road with GoldAcre Estates. Today we're on a special mission. We've been requested to present luxury property for that popular TV program, A Place in the Sun, which of course GoldAcre Estates has been in collaboration now over 15 years. In fact, so long even that we actually used to present the actual properties in the very, very early days. We've got a fantastic, beautiful villa with gorgeous views out across the Atlantic Ocean down near La Pared. Absolutely stunning position to present to the TV show today and hopefully reach a much wider audience, not just in the UK, but this program is now being aired and being watched by a lot of our Dutch clients, some of our Swedish clients as well, and some of our Belgian clients. So it's interesting how the TV program is well known in other parts of Europe. So it's a very close collaboration with A Place in the Sun. Not only do we help to produce the TV program, but we are, of course, listing all of our exclusive properties on A Place in the Sun website, and we have also a full calendar of the International Property Showcase exhibitions coming up this year, starting with Birmingham at the NEC. Starting with Manchester this February, literally the last weekend of February in Manchester Central, followed quite quickly by London in the Excel Centre in May, and then at the back end of the year, Birmingham NEC, which is also a very, very popular exhibition. Some 5,000 to 6,000 potential buyers going for a long weekend there in the NEC, and that will be in September. So a full lineup this year of calendars for our calendar of exhibitions. Of course, that's where we're actually showing our vendors' properties. And we do have a beautiful stand that my colleague Virginia is currently doing the artwork for and getting that signed off so that the guys can fly out literally in another 10 days or so to the UK. Loads and loads of luggage, carrying, of course, the Buy in Fuerteventura magazine. Did you know it's the only real estate magazine here in Fuerteventura? Of course, that is a GoldAcre Estates magazine where we showcase your properties for sale. Enough of that, though. We're on our way to La Pared, which gives me the opportunity to drive down through the central part of Fuerteventura, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to be showing you some footage of that. Of course, we were lucky to have a little bit of rain this year, which means we've got those beautiful yellow and purple flowers out. Hopefully I'll catch some of that on the way down.
Well, here in La Oliva, just there on the right, fantastic plot. You can actually build 100% in that particular plot. It's only 165,000, where you can actually create either a detached house or a series of apartments or townhouses. Great investment opportunity, that. And just leaving La Oliva now, just look at the lovely daisies, really lovely yellow flowers there, but such an iconic view coming around here, just past Tindaya, of the volcanic scenery here. Fantastic.
Well, we've just come through Tiscamanita and we're just about to come into the village of Tuiniche, and of course Tuiniche being the capital of this particular municipality here. Very, very important village, I would say, here. And it's great just looking, you can't see on the video, but I can see straight down the coast to Gran Tarajal. We're going to turn off now and head up to Pájara, because of course we're going over the top and down the west coast to get to La Pared. It's a beautiful day and it's a gorgeous drive coming through here. Of course, this road also goes to Betancuria. I'm not going to go through Betancuria today. I can assure you it's absolutely gorgeous there at the moment. It's always green and lush in Betancuria, but we're going to skirt around the outside. We have got a job to do after all. We're not just sightseeing today, but it is beautiful to come through these villages. And being an estate agent with GoldAcre Estates, one of the things I just love as we come through these villages, there is not a single village here or area that I've driven through today where we have not sold a property with GoldAcre Estates. Literally, the company of GoldAcre Estates has been here now over 20 years, and we do love to sell across the whole of the island, and that is from tip to toe. Literally, just with A Place in the Sun this last couple of weeks, we've had a back-to-back meetings with the producers. There's two sets of producers out here at the moment, and we are showing them and have shown them properties up north Orego Mar, close to the village of Majanicha, of course, in Corralejo, in Caleta de Fuste as well. We're going now to La Pared for the luxury. And of course, the company GoldAcre Estates has had properties spread across the whole island, down in Jandia, Morojable as well. If you are, of course, an owner of a property and you're looking to sell, or you've already got your property on the market and selling, and it hasn't sold within the first 3 or 6 months, then contact us, because we do, wherever you have your property, have the very, very best in terms of our marketing platforms available to get the exposure you need to sell your property. And we do have a full team of property experts and sales consultants in all languages who are super motivated to sell your property wherever it is in Fuerteventura. Well, now I need to concentrate, because literally the road has narrowed and it started to get rather windy as we climb up the hill and mountains across to Pájara.
Wow, just look at this. I love this stretch of road. So smooth, really, really fun to drive. And I'm certainly keeping within the speed limits. Here, just coming down towards Pájara now. Lovely to see those wind turbines. And you can see the country is just so green from here as well. Love these palm trees as you're coming around the corner as well. Really, really fantastic. And as you're coming down through these areas, of course, very, very well maintained. The councils do really look after the internal parts of the island, these smaller villages there. Just look at the size of these palm trees on the right-hand side as you come into the village of Pájara. It's a very important center, if you like, of the island. Certainly, it's got a huge, beautiful church. They've even got a heated and indoor swimming pool here in Pájara. And there's some beautiful coffee shops and restaurants. Also, quite a lot of statues here. You'll notice here on the left, look. Also, there is another one here of goat herder on the roundabout, which always draws a few laughs. But really, such a beautiful village, this. And as you're coming in to the village centre, you'll notice how green and how mature the trees are here. There's one of the first restaurants there on the right, and another one on the left as you're coming into the town centre. If you haven't been up here, it's certainly worth the trip to get up here and stop for lunch one of those days. Just coming in now, on the right-hand side is the church grounds, and then there's the split of the road. We're going left down towards the coast. Well, look how the scenery changes. Literally just coming out of Pájara, just around the corner, you can actually see the ocean and the west coast. And parts of this area, if you're elevated enough, you can actually see off to Gran Canaria and to Tenerife, Mount Telde, for example. Just look how open it is coming around this corner. And there we're going. Just in the distance, you might see the beaches of Cofeti and Jandia, the peninsula, the sandy peninsula of Jandia. And we're literally off to a fantastic villa with views of that peninsula. Okay, well, I've just turned off the main road and literally down a dry riverbed, or a barranco as we know them. This is really important. I wouldn't normally be doing this, but strangely enough, with this particular villa, this was one of the first reasons we took this on, because literally from the end of the garden, you can walk down this dry riverbed to the ocean front, and it's a real draw for people who live in this particular area. It's so private down here. It's almost like having your very own private cove. And there's two of them. There's two areas where you can literally decide either to turn right from the villa or turn left. And both of them take you down these beautiful dry riverbeds to the local coves. So just coming around this final corner now, if you like, and through the brushwork, obviously with some of the rain recently, there's been a lot more vegetation growing. And just look at this lovely rock feature here, just coming around the corner. Then suddenly it just opens up. Really fabulous private swimming spot.
Well, we have arrived at last. Absolutely fabulous drive down here. And just look at my surroundings. Literally, I've just come down this dry riverbed, and this is where it all started when we took this property on in the first place, because this cove is literally 500 meters walking distance from the garden of the villa that we're going to show today on the TV show A Place in the Sun. And just look at the rollers coming in. Absolutely gorgeous little spot, completely on my Todd here. Very, very quiet, lovely coastal walkways all the way along. But it's time to get ready, get up to the villa, meet the crew.
Gorgeous gardens here as you come down the driveway, really quite mature palms and succulents. Does have a swimming pool, of course, on the terrace. Here, the crew have just arrived. You've actually got Gene here, Johansson, the presenter. There's Bob, the main producer. Of course, on camera, you've also got Ted and the camera crew. Literally, they're just setting up now, getting the B-roll, getting the stills as well, and just really getting to know the property. Just look at the views from here. Absolutely stunning. Down to the peninsula of Khandia. You can actually see their Lapared. Fabulous little cocktail corner bar here.
So here we are now in the villa, the luxury villa with A Place in the Sun. I just got Jean.
Hi, Nick. I've sneaked away from filming. This property is amazing.
Isn't it special? It's really quite, and the views down to Confetti from here.
I think you only get that on Fuerteventura. It's beautiful, really, really nice.
Well, thank you for coming today. It's really great to have you on the island. Do you know Fuerteventura well?
I do. It started becoming really popular with our house hunters. So every time I come here, I discover something different. It's a really special island, and I'm understanding why more and more people want to come here.
Exactly. All the islands have their own unique selling points, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you going to be at the exhibitions coming up? Can you tell me a little bit about those?
Yeah, I love the exhibitions. I love that we get to do screen tests there.
Right.
I love that we get to meet a lot of our lovely agents, and everywhere's represented. I won't be at Manchester because I'll be filming in Cyprus, but we've got Birmingham and London coming up later in the year, so I will definitely be there.
Well, we're going to be there. GoldAcre Estates is going to go to Manchester literally in a couple of weeks. The Manchester Central, as we know it, and then of course it's London XL in May, and at the end of the year, September time, Birmingham and the NEC. So it's a popular one, that as well. So we'll be there.
It's great to have you guys. You know, it's great to have you on the show. We can't make the show without our agents, but it's great to have you at the lives because people love the seminars. You've got so much information. You're a big support for people, so it's great that you can come.
Well, John GoldAcre will be at the seminar.
Brilliant.
He'll be on stage answering the public's questions about moving to Spain and Canary Islands.
Excellent.
And anything we can do to help, we're here to help.
Yes, I'll see you there. We'll have a drink after one of the lives.
For
I've
sure.
got to get back to filming.
Thank you. Thanks
see
for
you
joining
soon.
us. Bye. Well, there you go. Well, okay, there we go. Job done. The camera crew are just finishing up, just leaving them and the owners now. We are literally heading off now back to the head office of GoldAcre Estates in Corralejo. Just love this garden that we're going through now. Of course, you'll see this after before I should think the TV show airs, but it's been a beautiful property presentation today, and I hope certainly the owners are very, very happy that we've managed to provide them this additional publicity, let's say. Again, this property really speaks for itself, but you've got to get here to see it. So really, that requires marketing, because a property of this value in Tenerife will sell immediately. This property is probably in the 4 to 5 million bracket in Tenerife, but here in Fuerteventura it's just over $1 million. So it's a great deal, but of course you've got to know it's actually available, and that's where the marketing comes in. So today, to get this aired on TV with some 3 to 4 million viewers, I think that will do the trick. And we do actually have a visit flying in from another island, Gran Canaria, I'm told, this Monday, who will be coming out to view this property as well. So now it's just a case of getting back up to the office and getting on to the next video.